Here's an Oliver 2050 that suffered the dreaded idler gear that drives the hydraulic oil pump. That had that death pan in it that spun the bearings in the case, and we had to sleeve this case. This is probably the third time it was fixed, or at least the second, because someone before had sleeved it. But we had to put a bigger sleeve in it, and made the sleeve to fit the shaft. Before the shaft rotated in the bearings in the case, we've anchored the shaft to the case with these pins right there. They're Allen screws, and we put the bearings in the gear instead of the bearings in the case. Now if you have a failure, you can remove the shaft and change this gear and bearings and never have problems with the alignment in the case. I'll go around the front here. We had the same problem with the bearing in the front. It had spun in the case and chewed it up, so we put a sleeve in here, and now this hardened shaft, it's anchored in the case where it can't turn. This shaft here has bearings. Two of the original size bearings is in this end, and there's a bigger oversized bearing in this end. These bolts right here are cut off short, and they're Loctited in there and tie wired just to plug that original hole where the cotter pin went through it. The shaft is drilled up into this area here, and then an intersecting hole comes out, and we took this original fitting here, drilled and tapped it, and put that 1/8 inch elbow in there, an adapter, and now that line comes around, feeds the end of that shaft. It's continuous pressure lubrication all the time to these bearings, and those bearings receive constant lubrication. And if there's a failure, like I said before, you can remove this shaft, replace the gear and the bearings in it, and you're back in business without having problems in the case. We got some other work to do, but we think that'll fix this better than what it has been in the past. Had to put new seals down in this gear. I got the shaft in there now, and I got another video where I got the shaft turning. I'll include part numbers and where I got the stuff from McMaster car, hardened shaft and needle bearings and so on like that. So we think this will work pretty good.